So today we're going to do a home assessment. We're going to go through every part of your house to see how different areas look, how they might challenge you with everyday activities. So we're starting out here on your front porch. You said this is the way you normally come into your house.
Yep.
So we'll go up to your front door. I see you have a couple of steps here, but no railing. So first of all, I'd like to get a railing for that, help you up the steps, especially in the winter months when you might have some snow or ice here.
Okay.
So we'll go up to your door.
All right.
I know you're having some hand pain with the Parkinson's. So are you having trouble with this kind of doorknob, you think, with turning it?
Some days I do, but most of the time I'm okay so far.
Okay. So I think maybe someday in the future you might have to change out the handles, get something a little bit easier to use. That should be okay for right now.
Okay.
Right, so you can go on in.
This is my dog Marley.
Hi, Marley. All right, so now that we're inside, I just want to make sure that any light switches that you may need to use, either for outside lights or the inside lights, are accessible. So I see a light switch right there.
Yeah.
Is that for
Yeah, so
in
these
here?
two are for outside and this one is for the inside.
Okay, cool. So I'm looking down at the ground. I see you have a couple of mats here. Understandable with being the winter months, you don't want to track any of the snow in. But they do look like they move pretty easily. So we want to get some non-slip mats to put them underneath so they don't move around too much.
Makes sense.
So that's an easy fix. Okay, so I see you have a couple of thresholds here. So once you start using a walker around the house to get around, that might be a little bit of a challenge. Right now you don't have to worry about replacing it at all. Just be cautious when you're walking over them. But once we get to that point of you using the walker, that might be something that we come back to and level that area out. So it's not too much of a difference when you're going from one room to another. All right?
That makes sense.
Good.
All right, so this is my living room.
Okay.
This is where I spend a lot of my time.
Okay, so same thing with the doormats by the front door. The rug, we want to get something underneath that so you don't get tripped up on that. Other than that, it looks like you have a good enough space in here to sit down at the couch, watch TV. All right, what about the next room?
So the next room is the dining room. This is where I usually end up eating all my meals.
Okay.
I typically sit in this chair just because it's the closest to the kitchen.
Okay, and it's nice that you have the chair with the armrest too. That's a little bit easier to get up from as well. What about lights in either of these rooms?
So these are back here.
Okay, and what about in the family room?
Oh, those are actually controlled by Google. So I have the smart light bulbs throughout the house.
Okay.
That help me with
Cool.
any lamps that are set around.
Nice. All right, so then to the kitchen. Is that next?
Yep. So right through here is our
Okay.
kitchen. I do quite a bit of cooking in here, which is I enjoy cooking a lot. It's not too big for me, which is nice. It's pretty easily managed right now.
It's a good size. And where do you keep your plates and bowls and everything? What cabinet is that located in?
This is where all my plates and bowls and even mugs are for my coffee.
Okay. Yeah, see the mugs are pretty high up. Is it challenging right now or?
No, I can still reach the top shelf.
Okay.
Sometimes I leave mugs out on the counter though, so I have them in the morning.
Okay. So I think some point down the road we might want to move those down a little bit. Even like you said, just keep a few out on the counter that you know that you're going to use. So even with the mugs and just anything else that's stored a little bit higher up, you might even think about getting a step stool if you want to use that to get up there.
Okay.
Or even talk to your occupational therapist and see if you can get a grabbing device to get something from a higher shelf.
Okay.
All right. And where, when this little guy has to go out to go to the bathroom, where do you let him out?
I actually let them out the back door, back here.
Okay. So again, with the handle, like I was saying with the front door, you might want to, again, down the road, get something a little bit easier so it doesn't cause that pain in your hands.
Okay.
So he's able to go out by himself?
Yeah, so even though it's not completely fenced in, he knows how to stay in the yard. I usually don't go out with him, I just let him outside.
That's good.
He does his business and then he'll come to the door when he's done and I'll let him back in.
Very good.
So I actually spend quite a bit of time in my basement. It's under construction right now. My son is making some improvements even right now.
Okay.
Just so it's easier for me to use. We don't have a railing right now, but we've been looking into getting one of those stair lifts.
Oh, awesome. Okay, cool. All right, so we're going to go down there next?
Sure.
Okay.
So this is where the light switch is right before you go down.
Oh, that's good. It really lights up the stairwell for you.
Yeah, it's really easy to Down here is the bathroom that I typically use.
Okay, so we'll go in there and look at that.
So I like this bathroom to shower in just because there's no step to get into the shower.
Much easier.
A really small one at least.
Yeah, much easier to get into this than to step over the tub. Another thing I want to add down here probably is a chair for the shower. If you do feel like you need to take a rest or if it's after a long day. But I like how you have with the handle that you're able to take out of there. And with the toilet behind you, I'd probably add some grab bars as well for a little bit more assistance.
Okay.
But other than that, I think this bathroom is great. I like how you have the railing here. That's essential, obviously, to help you get up the stairs. And I'm thinking maybe we can extend it a little bit more down toward or down past the stairs, just to make sure once you get to the last step, you still have something to hang on to once you get down there. I also like how you have the light switch right here too. Again, accessible, light up the hallway so you can see where you're walking.
Yeah.
Good. All right. And
So my bedroom is through here.
Okay.
So this is the bathroom that I'll use overnight, just because it's really close. This is the bathroom that I'll share with my son.
Okay. Good. I like the height of the counter, so you don't have to bend over too much. So that's really good. Again, like I mentioned with the toilet downstairs, especially if this is the one that you're going to be using during the night, I'd like to get some grab bars here as well.
Okay.
If you're not showering too much, or really at all up here, I don't think you really need this mat. We can probably get rid of this.
Okay.
This is just another obstacle in here that we don't need to worry about if you don't need to use it. Your son can obviously grab it out once he's here.
Right.
Okay. Other than that, I think well-lit bathroom, so you don't have to worry about tripping over anything.
Okay.
All right. And then to the bedroom.
Yep. So this is the bedroom. Obviously, it's a typical closet and dresser and stuff. This is usually the side of the bed that I sleep on. So it's really easy to get, downstairs if I need to, or even to the bathroom at night.
Good. And I think you mentioned downstairs as well with the Google. You have that hooked up to your lights. Is it the same up here too?
Right? It's the same for this light and even the corner light.
Awesome. Okay. And then same thing, like I'm pointing out with all the other mats. Make sure you get something underneath here, so you don't get caught up when you're getting in and out of bed at all. And other than that, I don't think we need to make really any other changes in here.
Okay.
Looks like you have good enough space with the door. It opens enough all the way.
Yeah. And then there's just another few stairs that bring you back into the kitchen area over here.
Okay. Do you use this stairwell a lot or not so much because there's no railing?
I used to use it a lot, but since there's no railing, I don't feel safe using it anymore. So I usually don't use this one.
Okay. If you think that this is something you'd like to start using again, we can certainly get a railing on either side. Again, we'd extend it a little bit more past the stairs so you still have that assistance once you get either to the top or the bottom.
Okay.
All right.
So that brings us back into the kitchen. That's all the rooms that I really go in my home.
All right. Well, we'll get the changes going and make sure you're safe with all your activities in the house, okay?
All right. Thank you so much.
You're welcome. So now we're going to go over a couple of the exercises that you're going to be doing at home. So these exercises you've done in therapy. It's part of the LSVT big program that you were in. So again, I'll just demonstrate them to remind you how we're doing them. We're just going to do 2 of them now. But then when you're doing them at home on your own, you'll do a set of 10 of them.
Okay.
Holding each position for 10 seconds, okay?
Okay.
So the first one we're doing is the one where you're reaching down to the floor, up to the ceiling and out. So first you're going to reach forward, down to the ground, up to the ceiling, out here. Once you're in this position, you're going to hold this, counting to 10, and then back to the start. Okay? Ready? All right, reach forward, down, up, making sure every motion's big, holding for 10. 1, 2, 3, 8, 9, 10. Good. Felt okay?
Yeah.
All right. So the next one, it's one where you're reaching out to the side, okay? So again, starting on the edge of your seat, we'll start reaching to your left, with your right arm. So you're going to reach out, extending your arm and extending your leg, holding this position for 10 seconds, and then coming back. So we'll do one to the right, one to the left with your right arm, and one to the right with your left arm. Okay? Whenever you're ready, go ahead. 1, 2, 3, 8, 9, 10. Back to the center. Now to the right. 1, 2, 3, 9, 10. Good. So same thing with that one. You'll do each direction 10 times at home. Okay?
Okay.
Any questions?
No?
Good.
All right, so the next exercise we're going to do is a sit to stand. So what we're going to have you do is you're going to lean forward a little bit. You can use the armrests if you have to. You're going to go ahead and stand on up, nice and tall. And then you're going to come down, reach back for your armrests, and then sit back down. And we'll do a set of 5 of those.
Okay.
Okay? So come over here. I'll have you do it. Go ahead and stand on up, nice and tall. And then come back down nice and slow. Good. Go ahead. Good. All right. And back down. Good. All right, so the next exercise we're going to work on is for your balance. So I'm going to have you stand on this foam pad with your feet in a heel-toe position like this. Typically we'll hold it for 30 seconds. After 30 seconds, we'll go ahead and switch feet like so.
Okay.
Okay? So I'll have you go ahead and stand on the foam pad there. Okay. I'll hold on to you by the gate belt here. Okay, so we'll hold that for 30 seconds. 1, 2, 30. Okay, go ahead and switch. All right, and then 1, 2, 3, 30. Okay, good. All right, the next exercise is going to help with your gait to help you, to encourage you to take bigger strides. So what we're going to do is I have these cones here as like a sort of an obstacle for you to step over.
Okay.
What you're going to do is you're going to step up and over, make a big step, do a little lunge. That'll help strengthen your leg a little bit, and then come back. And then we'll switch, step up and over, little lunge, and then come back.
Okay.
Okay? Typically we'll do 10 on each leg. Okay?
Okay.
But for now we'll just do a couple on each for demonstrations. Okay?
Okay.
All right. Go ahead and take a step. Go ahead and lunge. Come back. Good. Lunge. Come back. Good. And excellent. All right. So the next exercise we have is going to work on your posture. We're going to strengthen your back muscles and your scapular muscles. So what you're going to do is take this band that's anchored in the door, and you're going to just go ahead and pull straight back, squeeze your shoulder blades together, and then come back nice and controlled like that. Okay?
Okay.
And if this is too, so we'll stand with a normal stance like this. If it's too easy, we can challenge your balance while you're doing it and have you stand heel to toe like that. And we'll do 2 groups of 10. But we'll just do a few for now for demonstrations, okay?
Okay.
Go ahead and grab that. Okay. All right, I'll guard you here. There you go. Good. Is that pretty easy?
Yeah.
All right, go ahead and stand heel to toe. Give that a try. All right. All right. Good.